I am ready to talk about the book that I finished for the month of April, and I might not have as much to say as I had hoped. For the month of April, I ended up reading Heart of Moors by Holly Black. It wasn't much of a letdown, as much of a book that I would obsess over, but I did give it a 3-star review as far as stars go. It was okay as far as books for Holly Black go. It's a very short read. I would lean more towards definitely young adult or middle school grade book. Everything was condensed to the point where it almost seemed repetitive, as well as parts that, you know, could have used a lot more elaborative detailing too, but unfortunately Holly Black did not deliver as much as I really hoped. What are you gonna do? So I was actually not wrong, but I was also right about the premise and timestamp of when this book placed between the first movie and the second movie. So if any of you have watched the movies, this would pretty much be a filler. So this is a story that happens right between the ending of the first movie and the beginning of the second movie. We have other characters that are not in the movies that are just catered to the book, and they were not that great to me. I don't find myself reading this book again unless I'm reading it to my child. I would just rather than watch the movies, to be honest with you. This did cater to the aftermath of Aurora waking up from Maleficent's curse and her becoming not just queen of her own kingdom, but land of the fairies and all the creatures. I'm not too thrilled. I may just reevaluate and put this as a 2-star rather than a 3-star, because I mean, there were some points that I remember, but everything else was just so quick-paced, and the imagery of the land of fairies and creatures could have been done so much better. I found myself reading about the same creatures, at least describing what creatures were where, 3 times in a row in 3 different places. So you didn't really talk about the creatures as much. You just said, okay, these creatures were there, and that was it. I didn't really come across any quotes that were grasping or worth, you know, my time to even mention, because there wasn't really that much, and that was a letdown too, because I really enjoy Holly Black's writing, and you could see a little bit of that in this book, but not as much. Like, look at how short this book is. This book was only like 300 pages. Look at our Queen of Darkness, and she didn't really make this that dark. I mean, the one point of view that I loved about this book was Maleficent, of course. She could have wrote Maleficent a little bit more in, but Maleficent was rarely in the book. The story just revolves around Aurora and her trying to manage 2 kingdoms at once, as well as dealing with 2, not just one man, but 2 men fighting for her hand, and one is more of a best friend while the other one is a sneaky little fake. Oh my god. It was very frustrating, to say the least. Just like the story to be based around Maleficent. If I would have read the Maleficent book before this, then I'm sure. But of course, Maleficent, it's not always about her. It's also about Aurora. And their relationship was a little back and forth. I don't know. It was very awkward. But I would definitely say the movies better than the book. I'm stamping that, sealed, approved. That's it, we're done. Yeah, so that's about it. I want to rant about a book so badly, like I have done in the past, and that is not the case in this situation. Thank you so much for sticking around for this very short, quick review of Heart of Moors by Holly Black. I look forward to sharing more books that I read, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys on the flip side. So nope, no more. Bye.